Welcome, you magnificent bastards, to Kyoko and another whiskey review of sorts. Things have changed a little, if you couldn't tell. I feel like I'm being watched over my shoulder by these lovely gentlemen. If you don't know who they are Hank and John. They have their own channel called Vlog Brothers, and they have had a YouTube channel for a very long time. I mean, it's well over 10 years now, I think. Anyway, great bunch of guys. This is actually their April Fool thing for this past year. They spoofed that they were going to make a beer. Do I have them by? I swore I did. Where did I put them? Oh, here we go. They said they were going to make some beers, nerd beers, and I was all in. I really wish they would have done it, but oh well. We have the giant squid of amber ale right there. We have Happy Jigged Pilsner, an elephant for some reason. Focus, there we go. Dear Heffen John, personal favorite. And then this one's just called the Lager. I have no idea what this means. There you go. There might have been one or two other stickers around. They kind of got scattered when I was cleaning. I had to clean my apartment recently for an inspection. They didn't show up, but now my apartment's clean, so that's nice. Anyway, whiskey. First, mental illness. Yay. I am technically mentally disabled. I have bipolar 2, and I have severe social anxiety. So leaving my apartment can sometimes just not. I will stand at my door, not leave for days at a time, if it's really bad. But it is why the whiskey community, and YouTube in particular, has been so important to me, as it has helped me learn more about my condition, and it has also made me find some great communities out there doing fun stuff, such as Whiskey Vaults, and in this specific video, I wanted to talk about my new glassware. I don't know if it's going to show up. Drink more bourbon. I bought this from a lovely young couple on their YouTube channel. It's Bourbon Night. Link in the doobly-doo. I think I have it for every single whiskey video I've done. Anyone who has inspired me or encouraged me or just been informative about whiskey, that I post all that stuff below just because I want to spread the knowledge. So this is one of my new glasses, and I'm using this one specifically because guess what? If you saw the video clip at the thing to clip, when I did this, Buffalo Trace, I've heard many good things. I'm worried I'm not going to like it. I hope that will not be the case. But Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, straight, I think I've said in other videos it was 4 years, but my most recent update about that word is that it means more than 2 years. So, that's no big deal. 2 years is plenty of time, especially in Kentucky. I mean, it's warmer down there than it is here. Oh, of course. Off to a great start. I should have opened this beforehand, actually, if I was thinking clearly, but it is, it's just past 1 a.m. Another part of being mentally disabled, you do not have a sleeping pattern. Ever. You do not get sleep 8 hours. You might get sleep 6. At best, you'll probably sleep 4. Fun. As I say on my Twitter bio, I'm just kind of angry and afraid all the time, so that's fun. It's nothing. It's awful. To be perfectly honest, it is awful to have to live in this manner. But due to my recent cannabis medication from the legal store I get it from, I felt so much better since January. I've actually been able to live my life, make more YouTube videos, get out, go on whiskey adventures, go places, just do stuff. Live life. That's the dog next door, of course. Fairly new problem. Usually quiet, but guess what? It is 1 a.m. and it just barked at nothing. Thankfully, I'm not asleep, but I know a lot of people are. Anyway, Buffalo Trace. I honestly went into this not knowing much other than it's highly recommended. Kentucky, the thing I did like seeing was the 45%. I'm a fan. I am a fan already. No cork noise. Just kind of came right off. The reason I am very careful about pouring my own whiskey, I'm a little heavy-handed. You know, just a smidge. Yeah. I'll let you decide. That if I could balance it properly. That looks like a typical pour to me. That might be 2 ounces. And I try to do the center of the bulb. Nothing serious. But here we go. Buffalo Trace. Looking forward to it. Ooh, no. Oh, no, there's a smell I don't particularly like. What is that? It might just be the higher proof, but there's a thing that I found in many, 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 many whiskeys that it's like a, I don't want to say fungus. I think the word that's used in the vault often is a funk. I'm getting a weird funk, and it's that kind of smell that makes your nose scrunch up. Not terrible, but really it might just be the higher proof that I'm smelling with that odd smell kind of clashing. I'm growing a beard, so okay. My thought process is the mustache will give me superpowers when it comes to smelling. I don't think that's really true. It'd be nice, but well, other than that weird note that I don't quite like, but I don't put it against it yet. It smells bourbony, which is good. I mean, if you smell the Kentucky bourbon, this is it. I'm not going to go into detail about it because I assume that people who are watching this already like whiskey. So you probably have a bunch of bottles at home. You probably tried bourbon. You probably know what you like about bourbon. This is going to be a new one for me. I'm already salivating. I also may be hungry. So, whatever. Here we go. It's lighter than I expected. And not too barrely. I say barrely, but it's wood tannins, I think is the term. It's where you can. It's pretty much when you can taste the oak, and I kind of do. But this is a nice taste, honestly. The more I just let it sit and linger after that. I try to do what Daniel does on the Whiskey Vault when trying whiskey for the first time. Is just take a drink, sip, swallow. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Don't overanalyze first thing, because that's not going to be fun for you. Just drink it as you want to enjoy a whiskey. Go from there. That's what I do. It's also what Daniel does, and he's the proverbial expert. He's got the gold chain. I don't. So I give all props to him for how you should at least first drink your whiskey, and thankfully enough, that is just drink the damn whiskey. Don't worry about it. Analyze it next. I'm thinking about adding water. I probably won't. I might add ice to this. Just one little cube that will fit in this glass. I have bigger ice glencairns that fit a ball, and I do have an ice ball thing. But yeah, okay. Let's go for number 2. I'm gonna hold it in my mouth temporarily. I'm not gonna swish or anything or Kentucky chew it, nothing like that. Yeah, this is good. I mean, I'm definitely gonna have to look into other Buffalo Trace products. And as you can tell from the size of the bottle, I think this is what, a 750, or it's tiny. A tiny bottle. I actually want to buy a bottle of Jameson Black Barrel because I adore Jameson and Irish whiskey in general, but I need to cut back on buying full bottles when I don't know if I like it. So I've done that before over the past 2 years, almost every time, and I've never been disappointed, but it's also not very financially stable, unfortunately. And my finances are not great, to say the least. As long as I can afford my one bottle of Wild Turkey 101 or Jameson, I'm fine. If that's all I ever have in life, I will live happy. I'd be happier if it was Redbreast 12 or Wild Turkey Rare Breed or something like that. The more expensive bottles that are enjoyable, but all good. 1775, good grief. They've been at it for a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this. This is a good bourbon. I'm not going to give ratings or anything. I'm just, for my personal taste, would I buy this again? Probably not. Only because I already know my own preferences are higher proof. But what I would do is I'm going to stop doing this video, and probably after I edit it or something, I will look into different styles of Buffalo Trace and see if they have any single barrels or cask strength stuff, because I'm curious. I'm curious to find the higher proof stuff all of a sudden, because I could definitely have a Buffalo Trace in my collection at all times if it is a higher proof. That's all, and that's just my personal tastes being higher proof whiskeys in general. We have a bunch more to go over at some point in the not too distant future. I have Ardbeg Ugdal back there. I have Green Spot, which I've already tasted. That's wonderful, but I haven't reviewed it. It's good. There's the review. It's really good, but it's not a bottle I would buy for myself. That one was a gift. I would probably stick with the Redbreast personally. Anyway, I'll cut this short. I don't know how long it's been. I've been rambling. But thank you to Whiskey Vault and It's Bourbon Night and all the YouTube whiskey people out there for helping me find my true passion and my love of an amazing historical part of just human history. This stuff is linked with our past, and I'm so happy that I get to live the rest of my days drinking as much of this as I want, in moderation, clearly. But it's kind of like I found my happiness, you know, and it happens to be the water of life. What a surprise. Okay, I'm done. I'm tired. And I think I just heard some thunder. So, till next time, launch up.